You know those days that feel like they're meant to be special from the very start? The kind you look forward to for weeks, maybe even months, because you know something magical is waiting for you. The days you circle on your calendar in bright pink, marking them as a promise to yourself that you'll make the most of every moment. For Keltie Knight, today was exactly that kind of day, her official cherry blossom day, a tradition she'd started to celebrate the arrival of spring and all its beauty. She'd spent days picking out the perfect spring outfit, something light and breezy, ready for a stroll beneath a canopy of pink and white petals that seemed to float in the air like confetti. The plan was simple: wander the park, snap a million photos, and soak in the springtime magic with friends and strangers alike, all drawn together by the blossoms. The sun was shining, the air was sweet with the scent of flowers, and the cherry trees looked like clouds of cotton candy drifting above the grass. Keltie joined the crowd, phone in hand, searching for that perfect shot, the one that would capture the feeling of the day, the light, the color, the joy. She found her tree, its branches dipping low, framing her in a delicate curtain of pink petals, as if nature itself had set the stage just for her. It was a scene straight out of a movie. She was the star, surrounded by a world transformed by spring. She closed her eyes, breathed in deeply, and felt pure joy bubbling up inside her, as if the world was giving her a gentle hug. The world felt soft, beautiful, and full of promise, like anything could happen, and everything was possible. Already, she was crafting the perfect Instagram caption in her head, wanting to share this slice of happiness with everyone she knew. The sun warmed her face, a gentle breeze rustled the blossoms, and for a moment, everything felt just right, like the universe had pressed pause. It was the kind of moment you wish you could bottle forever, to open up on a rainy day and remember how perfect life can feel. But as with all perfect days, there's always a twist waiting just around the corner. Little did she know, the sky was about to change, and the story of her cherry blossom day was about to get a whole lot more interesting. Because sometimes the best stories start with a perfect plan, and then something unexpected comes along to make the memory even sweeter. Just as Keltie found her selfie spot, the sky shifted. A drop, then another, rain, uninvited, began to fall. The forecast promised sun, but the clouds had other ideas. People scattered, umbrellas popped open, but Keltie stayed put. Instead of disappointment, she saw adventure. The gentle rain turned the blossoms into sparkling jewels. The park emptied, leaving Keltie and a few others in a private rain-soaked wonderland. The colors deepened, the air felt electric. The rain wasn't ruining her day, it was transforming it. She laughed, drenched but delighted. This was a story worth telling. Sometimes the best moments are the ones you never planned. The adventure had truly begun, and Keltie was ready for it. With the park nearly empty, the world felt paused, as if time itself had slowed to let the rain have its moment. The usual chatter and footsteps were gone, replaced by the soft, steady drumming of raindrops on leaves and pavement. Keltie felt like it was all hers. The vastness of the park belonged to her alone, a secret world hidden beneath the gray sky. She walked, hair wet, shoes splashing, grinning at the sky. Each step sent tiny droplets flying, and she laughed at the sensation of water soaking through her socks. Every blossom glistened with raindrops, tiny diamonds on pink petals. The trees seemed to shimmer, their branches heavy with sparkling jewels. She twirled, carefree, savoring the cool rain and the earthy scent. The air was fresh, almost electric, and every spin made her feel lighter, as if she could float away. It wasn't about the perfect photo anymore, it was about feeling alive. She let go of expectations, letting the rain wash away worries and self-consciousness. Puddles became playgrounds, and she splashed through them like a kid. Each jump sent ripples across the surface, and she giggled at the muddy water on her jeans. The reflections in the water turned the world upside down, art painted by the rain. She paused to watch the colors swirl and shift, mesmerized by the beauty in the simplest things. She found a bench beneath a heavy branch, watching the rain blur the world into a dreamy haze. The city beyond faded, and all that remained was the gentle hush of water and the soft rustle of leaves. The city's noise faded, replaced by the gentle rhythm of falling rain. It was as if the world had been wrapped in a soft, watery blanket, comforting and calm. It was peaceful, magical, and completely unexpected. The ordinary had become extraordinary, transformed by the rain's touch. Sometimes joy is found in the mess, the mud, the puddles, the wildness of it all. These were the things that made her heart race. Keltie let herself be part of the moment. She closed her eyes, breathed in the rain-soaked air, and felt utterly present. And the rain made it unforgettable, a memory she would carry, sparkling and bright, long after the clouds had cleared. The rain changed everything, the sights, the sounds, the smells. The park's chatter faded, replaced by the soft symphony of rain on leaves and petals. The fragrance of cherry blossoms mixed with the earthy scent of wet soil, nature's own perfume. Colors deepened, pinks richer, greens brighter, the world vivid and alive. The gray sky cast a gentle, even light, making the blossoms glow. Water droplets sparkled, turning trees into glittering chandeliers. Keltie soaked it all in, not through her camera, but with her senses. Every detail was amplified by the rain. It was a photographer's dream, but she was content just to remember. Sometimes the best memories aren't captured, they're lived. The rain made the ordinary extraordinary, and Keltie was there for every second. The familiar park became an enchanted forest under the rain's spell. The air was thick with the scent of wet earth and blooming cherry blossoms, and every surface shimmered with a silvery sheen. The world felt quieter, as if the rain had hushed the city's usual noise, leaving only the gentle patter of drops and the occasional bird song. Misty paths led to hidden corners, each turn a new discovery. The fog softened the edges of the world, making even the most familiar benches and trees seem mysterious and new. It was as if the park had been transformed into a place of secrets, waiting to be uncovered. Keltie felt like an explorer in a secret garden. Every step brought her deeper into a landscape she thought she knew, but which now felt full of wonder and possibility. The few who stayed shared knowing smiles, a little community of rain lovers. There was a quiet camaraderie among them, a sense that they were all in on the same beautiful secret. The rain made everyone slow down, notice the details, and savor the moment. Each droplet on a petal, each glimmering puddle, became something to admire, not rush past. It wasn't the sunny day she'd planned, but it was so much better. The rain had given her a gift, a chance to see the world differently, to embrace the unexpected. The adventure was uniquely hers, messy, imperfect, and glorious. Muddy shoes and tangled hair became badges of honor, proof of a day well spent. Sometimes, the best memories come from the unexpected. Laughter echoed under umbrellas, and strangers became friends, if only for a moment. The rain forced her to see beauty in the details, a single petal, ripples in a puddle. Even the smallest things seemed to hold a kind of magic. She felt grateful for the downpour that made her day unforgettable. The rain had washed away her expectations and left her with something far more precious, a memory she'd treasure. This was a story worth telling. She wanted to remember every detail, every feeling, and share it with others. Sometimes magic happens when plans go awry. The rain had turned an ordinary day into something extraordinary, and Keltie wouldn't have changed a thing. She left the park with a full heart, knowing that sometimes the rain brings the brightest memories of all. As the rain faded to mist, Keltie walked home, heart full. Her day wasn't about cherry blossoms, it was about embracing the unexpected. The rain didn't ruin her plans, it made them better. She learned that joy comes from letting go and living in the moment. The most beautiful things are fleeting, like rain-soaked blossoms. Keltie felt lucky to witness something so unique. It was a reminder to be present, to find beauty in every detour. Next time your plans get rained out, remember, Keltie, don't run for cover, dance in the rain. The best adventures are often unplanned. True joy is found in the puddles, the gray skies, and the unexpected. And that's a beautiful way to live.